It's Amy with newwayhealthandfitness.com. Today we're here with Philip at Impact Health and we're going to work on hip flexor stretches.
I'm Dr. Phil with Impact Health and Performance, and I'm going to get Amy in a position to where we're going to start doing a hip flexor stretch. It's going to be several different positions that you can use, but this one is going to be low impact on your lower back, which is the most thing you have to take into consideration when you're doing the hip flexor stretches. So Amy's going to get into the position, and I'm going to kind of guide you guys through it. It's really going to be more of a lunge position, but you're going to get all the way down on your knees. So this is the starting position for the hip flexor stretch. The knee that you're actually kneeling on is going to be the hip that we're going to be stretching. All right, it's the basic lunge position. It's the start of a lunge. And so this is where I'm going to take you guys through the different steps. So number one, when dealing with hip stretches or hamstring stretches, you always have to take into consideration the pelvic position, because if the pelvis is in the wrong position, that's when you're going to load forces through the lower back and it's going to cause injury. And a lot of people really don't take into consideration their position when they do stretch. So part number one, you're going to engage the abdominals. You're almost going to do like what's called a posterior pelvic tilt. You're going to try to engage the abdominals as much as you can and almost tuck your butt underneath your body. And so once she gets to a point where it starts getting difficult to hold, you're automatically going to start feeling the tension go through your quad and your hip flexor. That's the start position. Most people will feel that stretch before you even get into the motion of the stretch. So just holding that alone is good for awareness of your abdominals as an exercise, but it's also good to help down-regulate that hip flexor. So part two of it is you're not doing any motion. All you're doing is keeping this controlled and let your pelvis just come forward just a tiny bit. And when done properly, if you hold the abdominals, and as you can see, she's having a little bit of a hard time because her hip flexors are a little tight, and she starts coming forward, that's going to really, really drive the force through that hip flexor. So you have a tendency to let that go and go into an arch. If that happens, back up, reassess and regroup, and you see how she was able to tuck that right away. Once she tucks it and is able to hold it, then you go right back into that stretch, and you slowly work into it. Now the movement is about 1 inch or 2 forward. You don't have to go very far because it is going to be very aggressive if you hold that hip flexor. There's a few other ways you can add to it. You can always bring the arm up over your head, keep it this way, and if you get a good control of your abdominals, which I wouldn't have her do on this because this is a little bit more aggressive, you can lean back a tiny bit while you're keeping these eyes engaged, and it actually goes through the whole fascial chain of the leg all the way up into the arm. But that's a lot more aggressive. So as you get more control of the abdominals, you feel comfortable with that, then you can do that. And even further it, you can put something underneath the bottom leg and have the knee bent a little bit more to get more of the stretch. And you can just hold the position for about 10 to 15 seconds, and you can see she's already getting a little tired holding it. So we put the arm back down, let the hips come back just a little bit, get out of that position for a second. Now get back into that position, just engage the abdominals, good. And you can see how she's kind of tucking her butt underneath a little bit. And then now slowly move forward. And as you start doing that, you'll be able to feel yourself kind of shift in and out a little bit better.
Thanks for having us, Dr. Phil and Impact Health. Let us know what you think about our video. Give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.